Well, I've never seen this kind of character before. This is just one of my innovations and it's for the Imagine Pack, ready for you to use it. Do your stories and be creative. Hello guys, I'm going to show you what's going to be coming for you in the Imagine Packs that I'm going to be sharing. This is a new avatar that I created. I invented it. I'm not saying that I'm the only one who came up with this idea, but so far I haven't seen any in the internet or in YouTube. I'm gonna make a tutorial about it so that you can know how to make your own characters, in this case a mermaid. And I just want to show you that Triton over here is from a Revolution Marketplace pack, and the designer made a really nice avatar. Unfortunately you cannot animate it unless you go frame by frame. This one you can actually animate it and it looks really nice. So I'm gonna be sharing this knowledge with you so that you can create your own packages. Thank you, and we'll see you in CTA. Okay, this is another tutorial, and this is how to create a merman or a mermaid. And I'm gonna show you, I got one of the G3 characters from one of the packages, and it's this one, Jared. This one right here in the center, okay? And the reason why is because I got this package, which I really love. It's a Triton, okay, and it's other mermaids. It's two female mermaids and two male mermaids and a Triton, okay. Now the thing is that this is a one-piece avatar, okay, and let me show you. I'm gonna amplify the screen so that you can see. We're gonna right-click on the mouse and we're gonna see going to the motion key editor, okay. And what the motion key editor is showing you is pretty much the bones that compose this avatar, okay? And as you can see, the bones is just one single piece. It's not separated. So that's one of the problems, because if you want to animate this avatar, you have to do it frame by frame, and it's gonna take you a long time, plus the animation is not gonna look that well, okay? So I was thinking, because I did this in iClone, and I think I was the only person who did this. I didn't see anyone in iClone actually coming up with this kind of idea. Maybe somebody did have the idea, but never actually made anything like that. So I repeated the same process I made in iClone to create a merman or a mermaid. And let me show you this this avatar, okay? Because we know that this avatar right here is a movable avatar. I mean, you can put a motion into it and it's gonna move, okay, depending on the kind of motion and if the motion is appropriate, you know, for the kind of bone structure that he has. So I'm gonna show you, I did add motions to this one, so I'm gonna run it. And as you can see, that one moves, okay? Now, the thing that's not moving is the tail, okay? Because the tail is separated, okay? It's two different pieces. It's the upper part and it's the bottom part. So this is Jared. It's the same avatar as this one. The only thing that I changed is pretty much the body. I had to go into iClone and pretty much select one of my avatars, make it toonish-like, and then just bring the torso and the arms of the avatar into this avatar over here, which I modified, of course. And I just replaced the sprites that compose the arm of this avatar for the arms, you know, of the avatar that I was, you know, that I created in iClone. And of course, I had to pick the same kind of color for this avatar, you know, from this avatar, from the arms, to match the color, you know, of the other avatar that I pretty much, I got the pics from the other avatar. I'm gonna show you right now. Just give me a second. I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back here, and as you can see, I have all these pics that I got from the avatar that I was telling you about in iClone, because I'm an iClone user, I'm not a CTA user. I've said that many times, probably I'll keep saying it, because I don't know if the person who's going to be watching this tutorial knows that I'm actually not a CTA user, I'm an iClone user. So that they know if they have iClone, they can shoot it, you know, they can shoot iClone and start putting the avatar, getting the parts of the avatar. So I got the upper body, okay, of the avatar. This is how it looks like. Of course, it's not gonna look the same, you know, when you transfer that, because this is matching the skin of the avatar, okay. You just color pick the skin of the avatar that you have. In this case, this avatar right here, which is Jared, and you just pick that skin color, and you pretty much feel it, you know, feel the entire upper torso or the entire body with that color, okay, just to match the one that you have from the other avatar. And another thing is that the tail, you have to animate it, okay, because that's a separate piece. So if we go here, I'm going to amplify the screen again so that you can see. We're going to right click on the mouse, and we're going to go to the motion key editor, and as you can see, it's going to show you, it's going to show you the bone structure of the tail, okay? So pretty much for the tail, you will have to animate it. Now the thing is that once you get the animation for the tail, you just go to the timeline, which is right here, this icon at the bottom over here, okay? You press that icon, and then if you just want to concentrate on the tail because it's showing you many parts, you're going to be pressing this icon over here, and that's going to show you just the tail, the item selected, okay, on the screen. So you go to the motion, and you start animating the tail, and then you're just going to copy all the things, you know, that you had for the animation. Now let me show you one thing, because I already have two tails over here. I just wanted to show you, you know, how I made this avatar. And I'm gonna hide this tail. Let me hide it, this one right here, okay. And then I'm gonna show this other tail. That's the other one that I had, okay. I'm not sure if that's animated. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. Yes, it is animated, you see. Okay, for this one, when you start changing the parts, okay, I don't know if you know how to do that. I think I'm gonna do a tutorial about that separately, but we're gonna send this, we're gonna press the first icon on the left hand side menu, and we send it over here, okay. So what we're gonna be doing is that we're gonna be replacing each part of the avatar, okay. So if we select this part over here, we can change that sprite, and then we can do the same for the other parts. But we can also send this avatar into whatever picture editor that you have. In my case, it's Adobe Photoshop. So I'm gonna share it, it's right here. If you go all the way down, the second icon from bottom to top, that's a PSD editor, and you're gonna press on that, and when you select it, make sure that you're gonna select update multi-angle, okay? All the time do that, and you're gonna launch it. So we're gonna launch that. It's gonna open up whatever editor you're working on. It could be Adobe Illustrator or something like that. And then on the right hand panel, you're gonna go to the last one, to the bottom one, and you're gonna press on that. You can hide the other two layers, okay? The first two layers, you can hide them, and then you're gonna be looking for each part of the avatar. In this case, it's gonna be the hip. That's the hip. If I hide the hip, you see the body is gonna be hidden, okay? So that's pretty much what you're gonna be doing. You're gonna be replacing each part of the avatar and having that for whatever, you know, your image is, okay? So once you finish that, of course, we're not going to be hiding anything right now. Once you do that, okay, and that's because I hit the other two, then you go here and save it, and it's going to save whatever changes you made, okay? Once the changes are made, as you can see, it's working. Then you go back to your original project, and you're gonna press the same, the first icon on the top is gonna take you back to your original project, okay? Now let me show you how I'm creating these imaging packs for you. That's how I call them, you know, and they are gonna be for free. You can download them if you like to. If you wanna modify it to whatever you like, go ahead and do it. You know, I'm just giving you the ideas because you're a CTA user, and I just want to share my ideas with you because I haven't seen this avatar being made, you know, anywhere in YouTube. Maybe there's one person who already did one tutorial about that. I don't know, you know, but this is my idea. I'm not saying I'm the only one who has this idea, but I'm just sharing it with you so that you can have, you know, more material to work on in regards to how to create these things. Now I'm gonna show you this effect because I'm sharing all this with you. That's the water effect, and I'm creating this ocean package for you, okay? And as you can see, the water is kind of moving, okay? But it's not kind of moving, it's actually moving, okay? I didn't want to make it look so turbulent, you know, like the sea is moving so fast, okay? So that it looks nice. And I'm gonna show you one last thing and I'll be done with this tutorial, but there's you know, many things that you can create with this, okay? So let me show you. I'll be right back. Okay, what I wanted to show you here is the same concept, but this is with a horse, okay, so that you can make a centaur. Doing a tutorial about that, I just want to show you that you can actually animate this with motions that you have for the animals. I'm still working in perfecting this a little bit more, and of course this horse is kind of fat, you know, it's a little bit overweight or too overweight. It is muscular, but it's also overweight, so I'm going to be changing that, okay? Okay, the last thing that I want to show you right here is the centaur, and it's composed of it's the same concept. It's two separate pieces, two avatars per se, because the tail that you saw with the mermaid, it was actually an avatar, okay? It's not just a prop, it's an avatar, okay? And that's the reason why you can animate it, and you have a motion, then you just copy the motion many times and it will animate the tail, you know. It's the same here, you know. Actually, I got this horse from one of the, it's part of the packages, you know, that comes with CTA, okay? And what I did is the same concept. Is I deleted the upper part, which is the neck and the head, and I just did that, you know. I put the other avatar, Jared, and I put it on top of well, behind, you know, the body of the horse, okay? That's one of the things. Now this is a three-dimensional avatar, as you can see, because you can actually see the arm and the hand going in front of the body, okay? So it's more like a 3D, even though it's a 2D, but you can't do that unless you are actually drawing the entire thing. But since this is not a drawing, it's actually, we have, over here I have three separate avatars. One is for the arm, that's one avatar. The other one is for the avatar, that's the upper torso, you know, and the head. And then the other one is for the horse, okay? So it's three avatars actually, and it's the same one. It's Jared. The arm is Jared. I just hit the copy. I made a copy of the avatar. Now, one of the things is that when you are moving, okay, as you are moving around, you're going to have to be making sure that the upper torso, it's pretty much matching with the bottom, you know, of the avatar, okay? It's not a big deal because it's a small screen, and it's not going to take that long, you know, to make those fixes per se. Because, you know, if I actually move the avatar, let me see. If I move the avatar, you see, then you have to be matching that every single time. You see all the points over here at the bottom of the avatar? All those points are pretty much the fixes that I have to do, you know, so that it follows the body. And it's not a big deal, you know. It's something, it's easier than having, you know, like I was showing you Triton, which was one piece, and do it frame by frame, and then you're going to have an animation that isn't going to look good. Another thing about this project is that I'm going to be sharing a package with you, which is the plants. And some of the plants are videos, are pop videos that are transparent, you know, with a transparent background. And they are actually animated. So I'm going to show you, let me see. But before I do that, I need to silence this. Okay. Well, I'm not going to silence that, okay? I'm just going to let it. I'm gonna go here in the timeline. As you can see, the plants, you know, are moving, okay? Not all of them, like the palm trees, they are not moving. I could make them movable if I went into iCloud, you know, and I had some of those plants that can actually move. As you can see, the rats, you see one rat here and then another rat over here. and they actually move. Okay, this rat is actually moving. It doesn't look like, because it's very far and it's in the front, and the kind of idle movement that it's doing is not exaggerated, so it doesn't look like it's moving, but the rat, is moving. So I'm gonna be sharing those with you. These are also videos, because the plants are videos. The ones that are moving are videos, are pop videos. So these are videos that you can incorporate in your scene and make your scene a little bit more interesting. Okay, and you can also create another kind of mythical animal. I'm gonna say that, or mythical. How do we say? It's like half human, half animal. That's like I think it's called a satire or something like that. So you can create that also. It's the same concept. As you would just need to change the legs and part of the torso. To do that kind of character. Okay, just give me a second. I'll be right back. Yeah, I was correct. It's a satire. So the satire, you see, it's like a goat man per se, or whatever you want to call it. It has the horns, which is not a big deal. You can put horns in the face of the avatar, as a prop, and then just the bottom part, it's like a goat, kind of like a goat, like. So you can change the lower torso into, you don't even have to get an animal for that. You can do it directly from the avatar. Just make the legs. You get the legs done, and then you just replace the original legs of the avatar for the legs of the whatever you want to create. And I'm just giving you all this idea for all these mythical avatars or characters, that you can create and make your own stories. Now, I'm going to be sharing the Mayan concept, or the Mayan temples, with. I'm going to be sharing vegetation. I'm going to be sharing animals that are pop videos, and those I'm going to be getting from iClone. And you can incorporate that into your scene and give your scene more, make it more live, more movement. And with this, I finished this tutorial. I just wanted to show you what's coming up. I'm working on 4 packages actually, 4 packages, 4 imagine packages. One is for the Mayan, the other one is for caves, the other one is for graveyards and things like that, and the other one, of course, I'm not gonna call him like that, but I'm just letting you know what I'm working on. And the other one is for Christmas time, because Christmas is coming over very soon. So I'm going to have those packages for you available. If you want to download them, they're going to be for free. If you want to go ahead and pay for those great packages, they have a marketplace in Revolution, or the Revolution marketplace. Just go ahead and buy them. I personally don't have the money. I mean, I have the money, but I don't have the money to be buying many packages. These are great packages. I'm not talking about mine packages. I'm talking about their packages, because they are designers, and they do all these great packages. I have to give them the credit. And with this, I finish this tutorial. Thank you for watching.